Hi Gemini, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for March 30th through April 5th, 2020. Let's get right in and see what's going on for you guys this week. What is in store for all the Geminis out there? Well, isn't that nice as a first card out? We've got happiness, explore new things, waiting, and don't speak. Okay, so I feel a couple of things going on in this weekly. So first and foremost, Gemini, there is happiness unfolding this week, something going in your favor, something working out, something, surprising you, but there is happiness coming into your heart, and we have explore new things. So this could be a new opportunity being offered to you, or you come into like a new hobby, some new information. It's just like you're walking down a new path this week, somehow, some way. It's a general reading, so it's different for each of you, but it's leading to a lot of happiness. So if some of you are, in quarantine, shelter in place, and some of you, it's like you're working as normal, it's just different for everybody in the world right now, depending on where you live and your job and all of those things. So, some of you who are in the home this week, something's coming in that you've been waiting for, okay? And there's a lot of happiness. You're excited about it, but don't speak. It's like this good news. You've got to wait to share it, okay? I don't know why that is. Again, that will be different for each of you, but this new opportunity, this new thing, this idea, whatever's bringing this happiness in Gemini, it's like wait to tell, wait to share that news or idea with other people. Now, something else I'm picking up on is waiting and don't speak. Some of you, there's somebody that you're not talking to right now, and it's like a battle of wills. And this here coming out at the end, there may be some contact between you and this person this week, and it could be a friend, a family member, a romantic person. It's different for all of you, but you've been waiting on this. Like, I don't think you want to be the one to reach out and say anything, and it could be because you feel like what they said or did was wrong, or if you feel like you're the one that was wrong, you may be struggling like, do I want to reach out? I do, but can I? That type of energy. So I do feel there's a message coming in for some of you that you've been waiting on from somebody that you're not currently speaking to. So let's pull some tarot. Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's some news coming in because that comes out under happiness, news, and it could even be this conversation. Some of you, this could also be like news, information that you've been waiting on, maybe like a new job or going down a new path of sorts, and it's coming in and it brings you a lot of happiness, okay? Others of you, this is a conversation that you've been wanting to have, that you've been waiting for with another person, and there it is, boom. And air energy could be representation of you and you just being very happy, or this could also involve another air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. Next is the Queen of Swords. So we have more air energy coming through, and this person's connected to this explore new things. And since it's air, again, that could be you, or this could be the person that you're speaking to, all right? So happiness through conversation with this person about a new idea, a new opportunity, a door's opening, etc. All right, under waiting, we have the Three of Vessels. So your waiting is going to end in happiness. So it's like good news. It's what you want to hear. Nine of Staves coming out under don't speak. So this message or this conversation is something you have been looking forward to or you've been waiting on, okay? And what is said or the news that comes your way is cause for celebration, for joy, for happiness. We see that twice here, but it may feel like you have been waiting quite some time, or if this is a person, it could be where you haven't been speaking for like 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, or maybe even a whole year, you know, for some of you. But finally, it's like this conversation happens and there's a lot of happiness around it. And those of you where you have this good news coming in and you can't, like, it's not a good idea to share it, with the Nine of Staves, that could be like maybe around April 9th might be a better time, or maybe 9 weeks from today might be a good time. And you know what's interesting is I'm like 9 weeks, 9 months, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Some of you, Gemini, I think have just found out that you're going to have a baby, or your partner's going to have a baby. And that's why we got to keep it quiet, and we're waiting. We're waiting on the celebration. Like maybe we're going to express it when we're 9 weeks along. Okay. So I do see that for some of you. Congratulations to those of you who are finding that out, because I just see it's nothing but happiness and joy for you. So let's clarify these a bit further. We have the Six of Vessels, King of Vessels. So we have King and Queen coming out together under this Explore New Things. The Lovers. And we've got the Nine of Swords. So we've got the Nine of Staves and the Nine of Swords. So number 9 is very significant to this reading. April 9th, 9 days, because this is for the 30th through the 5th. So 9 days from now, or April 9th, 9 weeks. I don't feel like 9 months. I mean, it could go out that far for some of you, but that 9 months, I felt when I picked that up, that was more about a baby. But yeah, so there's this period of like waiting, or this is how long some of you have been waiting, okay? It's the 9 is very significant. And babies, 9th month is September. I'm like, for some reason, I was like, what's the 9th month? Like, I couldn't remember. Oh my gosh. So September could be when you're due. Oh, I don't know, Gemini. I'm excited for those of you that's the case, because it looks like major celebration. And now for the rest of you, this happiness, this news that has nothing to do with a baby, is absolutely connected to the past, with the Six of Vessels coming in. And I really do feel it's around a person or some information that you've been waiting on, and you finally receive it, and it makes you very happy. And you also have this King and Queen coming out under Explore New Things. So Gemini, this could also be this unexpected opportunity being extended to you this week, and it's completely brand new, unfamiliar territory, but it's a very strong energy. So for those of you that this happens and unfolds, this opportunity, go with it. It will make you very happy, but again, you might need to keep it to yourself for a while. Some of you, this could be, even though things are crazy right now, you might be getting elevated in your workplace, but you can't tell anybody yet that that's going to happen, okay? It's like receiving really positive, happy news that you've got to kind of keep to yourself for a minute, some of you. And then others of you, I do see this conversation with somebody who is near and dear to your heart. You've been waiting, and it's like the air finally clears. One of you, I feel, has kind of been a bit hurt and frustrated, and the other one has been very worried and filled with anxiety, like, you know, can I reach out to Gemini? Or if you're the one, can I reach out to this person? Will it be okay? Will we see past this type of energy? And I feel like you do, because there's happiness and celebration. So let's clarify a little further, Gemini. The Two of Swords, And the Knave of Chalices. Yeah, there is something offered, something said to you this week, Gemini, and you have to keep it to yourself, or it's in your highest good to keep it to yourself for now, but eventually you can share it. But it keeps like reiterating that, like this really positive news or opportunity that fills you with joy and excitement, but you've got to kind of keep it to yourself, or this conversation or news that you've been waiting on for some time to come in. Now we have the Knight of Swords, so we got the Knight of Swords again, more news and information, along with the Seven of Pentacles. So here with this new opportunity, again, I do feel some of you this week, you may actually be elevated to a better position within your company, or they might be letting people, like laying people off temporarily, but you're staying on board. I just feel like this is positive for you. You're stepping into like new energy or a new role, and there's this King and Queen that's behind it, because I'm seeing you more as the Knight here, and it's like this King and Queen are trying to help you and make sure that you're okay and that you're not without anything. So they really have your back, and they're opening a door for you. Next is the Star and the Hermit. So yeah, we have been waiting on this news, this information, or this conversation for quite some time, and it's finally coming in. Some of you, it could involve an Aquarius, or some of you a Gemini, and it's like, this is my hope and wish, and I've been waiting on this for quite some time. And waiting, I mean, it's just perfect. Now we have Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So this, those of you where this is a person who you're going to have a conversation with that you haven't spoken to in a while, there is a big sense of fear of rejection. You know, so if somebody's reaching out to you this week, Gemini, and I feel like you've wanted to hear from them, don't push them away. It really takes a lot of courage. You know, if this is not somebody you've been wanting to hear from, then by all means, you know, do what you got to do. But for those of you where you hear from this person that you've been wanting to hear from, but you might be very angry with, so, you know, you might want to push away or lash out at a little bit, just remember, it takes a lot for them to be able to reach out to you. There's a big sense of fear of rejection. And then also, you know, I do see where you have had some worry prior to this week about some resources, or maybe the state of your job, future employment, the longevity of you, your finances. And this week, Gemini, there is this King and Queen that's offering something to you that's going to help you. And it could be like, again, within your existing job. This could be a new job, or this could be somebody who helps you out financially, or gives you really good advice and points you in the right direction. Like whatever they do, it brings you a lot of happiness, because I see the happiness here in this, and then I see the celebration and happiness over here as well. So this new opportunity being extended, and then, you know, this news or information or conversation that you've been waiting to come in. And then some of you will have to keep things to yourself for a minute. But there's like two things here this week that really are causes for celebration, happiness, and joy. So let's pull you some advice. Experience. My dreams take me to wonderful places that are filled with wonderful delight, with wonder, delight, and joy. Yeah, that's what's going on for you this week, Gemini, in your everyday life, not just in your dream time, okay? There's good things unfolding, long-awaited news, new opportunity, some people really having your back, okay? So those are your messages, Gemini. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.